This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paul. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Back to pass, it's Russell. Throwing right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. On the ground, it's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Beebe.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Punt is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver U. This guy is really good.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to run it. It's Durham. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll try the right side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's got him still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They believe they can run right here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Russell. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They boot it away on 4th down. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. This time on target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a hand on it, nice nicely and broken up in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Russell. The short hands, it's Edwards. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on second down. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 15. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The ball pops out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. This will likely be the last play of the half. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. QB draw. There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Toss to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU built its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 17 over Georgia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the ground with the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Handoff from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Find some fresh air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Russell. He's got him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got a man. It's Hale.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. They'll leave it with him. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here.